Hey everyone, this is James, and this is my 4-hour chart of Bitcoin. It's about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, April 24th. This is BTC USD on the Bitfinex exchange. So first of all, I like to say that this is not investment advice, and the overall market after the bubble phase, we put in some lower highs and lower lows. Now here's the lower lows right here. However, what has occurred, like I talked about in my prior videos, is that if we could break above 91.77, that would confirm that the market is changing direction. We can see what's happened from here. Price is now starting to get extended. We're starting to run into some resistance. If we can break higher, where the next move is about 9,900, possibly about 1035, somewhere in that range. Eventually, this market is going to give a corrective move. That corrective move is going to lead to the higher low. So then we'll have a higher high and a higher low, confirming the change in direction and filling out the rounded bottom, which is also going to confirm the direction change in the market. All right, so I have some little price tags that are out here, about 9,900, about 10,120 is where this was, not 1035. And then from there, obviously the 11,700 zone, right? So price is not going to go like this. Like, to expect that would just be something crazy. But more than likely what's going to happen is at some point very soon we're going to start to fatigue out, and price is going to give a corrective move once the trend lines are broken. How far that corrective move goes is yet to be determined. It's really going to be determined as price starts to stretch. That will determine on how brutal, how far this correction travels. So as of now, though, from a bigger perspective, we are starting to change the market direction here, okay? This is some positive news entering into this market. Even when we had to run from 6,000 to 11,700, we still did not clear this area up here, right? So here we are putting in a higher low above 6,000 and then putting in a higher high, and then we'll put in, I believe, one more higher low, just kind of sealing the deal that, hey, this market is changing direction. This market is here to stay, and this market is going to produce a bull market that I do believe could last until the end of this year, depending on how fast everything moves. If we start having radical price movement swings, like something here, and then we start fatiguing out really quick as traders are being whipped back and forth, then that's obviously going to lead to the demise of the bull market much faster. So this is just a bear market, literally from December into about, we'd almost say this would be the change. So from December to April, you know, so not too long, not too long. But I do believe that if we are having the market correction, like I said, that will finish out the, we'll go into the end of the year very strong in Bitcoin as long as this keeps up, okay? So the good thing too is that it's not a radical slope. Like, it's not at a very steep slope is what I mean by that. And instead, if we can have like a corrective move, whether it's to here or whether it's somewhere just a little bit deeper, and then we start to move back up, look at that nice subtle slope. You know, obviously prices are going to move exactly like that, but I'm just trying to draw it out so everyone can kind of visualize what's happening here. It's not this wild and crazy euphoric bubble state, right? Like, that's over, that's done with now. We're not going to see that in this market right now. You'll see it in some of the smaller altcoins, of course, which you can obviously see in some of their performance just based on the overall week. But for Bitcoin, who is basically the giant in the industry, that most of the coins typically follow, even though some of the alts have actually been outperforming and kind of signaling, like Litecoin yesterday, kind of signaling the move up in Bitcoin before Bitcoin actually made its move. So sometimes you can kind of see these little, you know, this little inverse play occurring in that sense, to where, you know, Litecoin, or not an inverse, but I mean, like, we'll see the altcoins start to pop, and then Bitcoin starts to catch back up. And then also when Bitcoin starts to make the corrective move, the alts should also follow too down into the corrective move, because what's happening during a corrective move is that whoever's been accumulating and trading in these positions, you know, somewhere in here, etc., they are going to start taking their profits, start locking in their profits. As they do that, especially the big money, right? We have $10 billion traded in the past 24 hours. As this money starts to take profits, guess what's going to happen? The market's going to pull back, just like any asset class does. So Anyways, it's kind of a short video. You know, there's not much else to talk about. It's all positive news. Everything looks good. The boat formation held up. You know, if you're not familiar with that, that was literally the catalyst behind this. I don't care about the $1,200 bar. This is really what did it, was the boat formation. And a lot of people don't know this too, but we had not only that boat, but we had this, the mini boat. And the mini boat really gets the party started because the mini boat has a spoiler. And that spoiler just really allows it to fly. And obviously we can see exactly what happened here. So we got a boat to a mini boat to a spike up. And those are some really secretive patterns that typically a lot of people don't share. So I could honestly probably get my YouTube channel shut down for sharing that information. But everything looks good. And the market should continue the upward trend, like I said, into a bull market. And everybody rejoice because at the end of this road, there's probably Lamborghinis and mansions and everything else waiting for you, all right? And but anyways, you know, not being facetious, but it all looks good. It all really does look good. So the question is, where do we put in the high or low? It's going to reset some sentiment. People are going to freak out, thinking it's going back down. I'm telling you, it's more than likely going to be brutal in nature. From there, it's going to beat some people out, which is fine. Sentiment gets reset. It needs to get reset. And then we start to move higher, okay? So I do thank you for your time. I thank you for your support. I thank all my subscribers, over 1,000 something subscribers on YouTube now. I haven't checked the numbers exactly, but I thank everybody for their support. If you do like the content, please like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, all that crazy stuff. But also too, if you're interested in cryptocurrency and trading cryptocurrency, I do have a free Slack channel. That Slack channel you can find at geometriccharts.com. At the bottom, I have my links to my social media accounts and my free Slack channel that has over 270 members who are all interested in the cryptocurrency market. People share their analysis, you know, charts, opinions, and news, not just on Bitcoin, on various other coins too. It's just a nice area to be, to converse with other people who are like-minded and obviously interested in the cryptocurrency market. So that's it for tonight. Again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. I hope everybody has a great day or great night, depending on where you are in the world. And I will have another video tomorrow evening.